Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is day 12 of our 59-day video campaign. And my name is Fayola Delica. I'm a candidate running for State Representative House District 108. I do apologize that we were unable to do a morning or afternoon video. Today has been extremely busy, driving from the east side of Miami to the west side, to the north side, to the south side. So I spent most of my day driving back and forth, and I didn't think it was safe to do a video as I was stuck in traffic. So we finally got a quiet time to let you all know what's been going on today and keep you abreast on the campaign. So House District 108 covers Golden Glades, Gladeview, West Little River, Westview, Pinewood, North Miami, Miami Shores, El Portal, Biscayne Park, Liberty City, Liberty Square, Ocala Lakes, and Little Haiti. And it's truly an honor and a privilege as I continually get confirmation and realize my goal and my purpose in life, especially when we talk about this seat. It means so much to me, and I see the impact. Today, I met various individuals. Today I met various individuals in different meetings and different groups, and I had an opportunity to be on WHIM 1080 AM with Everyday Praise with Darren Woods, and had a great time. And Bishop James Adams from St. John's Metropolitan Bible Study Church in Overtown. If I said that church correctly, I do apologize. But Bishop, we give you a shout out. Mr. Woods, we give you a shout out. Everyday Praise radio station, we give you a shout out. And of course, Miss Frederica, who was there as well, we give you a shout out as well. It was truly an insight, because what I came to realize is that God's people are called to impact their community. It's one thing to be in the church on Sunday and worship and praise and do your church duty or your Christian duty by going to church and fellowship. But it's another thing when you actually take the gifts and talent that God has given us to go out and impact the world. This past Sunday, we at my church, Emmanuel Haitian Baptist Church, and I want to get a shout out to Pastor Maxie and all the ministerial staff and the minister who gave the sermon this past Sunday. We celebrated 43rd anniversary of the church here in the community, and it's a great honor and privilege. And what he reminded us was that we are salt of the earth. Wherever light is, darkness has to flee. And that's why God's people have to be impacted in every way. And sometimes people tell me Christians should not be involved in politics. Christians should not be involved in the government. Christians should not be involved in the legal profession. And I truly disagree with that belief. If we don't impact our community in every facet, in every way, shape, or form, how will we truly be that light in the world? How will we truly be able to have salt? Because the Bible does tell us to put a light on a hill. Don't hide it under a table. So if we continue to just stay closed in the four walls of the church and in ministry and only believe that God's people are called to preach the good news, then we're really doing a disservice, because the hill represents the world. Not just your community, not just let's take it back. Not just your family, not just your church, not just your neighborhood, not just your community, but the world. So I challenge every Christian, whatever God-given talent you have, wherever God places you, don't allow anyone or anybody or anything tell you that God's people should not be involved. Of course, if it's illegal or ungodly, then that's a different story. But when we're talking about being involved in every aspect of our community, every aspect of our society, we have to do that. We have an obligation. We have a duty as a Christian to do so. It's not just being there on Sundays and say we're Christians because we went to church on Sunday. It's being a Christian every day. It's being able to be God's people wherever we go, especially outside the church walls. Because Jesus, he wasn't welcome in the synagogue, but you know where he was preaching the good news? Out in the streets. So I encourage all Christians, this message is for you. Now, on another note, today was definitely a great opportunity to really engage with the community and understand what the values are when we talk about being involved in politics and running for office. It's not always easy. It's not always clean. But one thing I will tell you, it gives you great insight and understanding of how to impact your society. As lately, the conversation has been going on about economic development, affordable housing, and job creation. Or quality jobs, I should say, since a state legislator cannot create jobs. But what we can do is provide funding for different state programs, because there's two things that a state representative can do. And they're only let me rephrase that. Two responsibility that state legislator has is pass laws and balance the budget. They can't do anything else. And that's why I urge the community to get engaged and involved, especially this election cycle. And I don't say that because I'm a candidate. I say that because what we have on the line, especially when we talk about police brutality, when we talk about unemployment, we talk about affordable housing, we talk about education, we talk about healthcare. We got a lot of issues in our community. And if we do not collectively come together, be sustainable within our communities, then how do we expect outsiders or even the government to help us? So my challenge to all that are listening and watching this video, if you are of the minority community, I'm asking you, what role are you playing actively in the political process? And you don't have to run for office to be actively engaged in the political process. Be informed. Know what's going on, because I shared today on 1080 AM with Mr. Darren Woods, was that I can only do so much if I'm an elected state legislator to go to Tallahassee and do that. But it's truly the community that has to play out what happens in Tallahassee. But yet they have to first be informed and engaged. So I challenge all community leaders. I challenge every elected official, and I challenge every activist. Provide information for the everyday person to understand what is happening. Provide that information that you have, that knowledge, that insight, whatever degree you have, and you have that information, share it with someone. Because you're truly robbing the world if you do not share your information and insight and what you gained, whether in college or non-traditional education or even life experiences. You are robbing the world of such precious gifts. And that's why I tell people, whatever information I know, I don't have a problem sharing it with others. Whether that's as a healthcare professional, whether that's as an educator, whether that's as a community activist and a philanthropist, whether that's as a child of immigrants, first generation American, whether that's as a small business owner, business coach, or someone who's an ally with the business community. So I tell you all, make sure you vote for someone who will go to Tallahassee and do such thing. And I truly believe I'm the person to do that job. I say that with all sincerity, that I'm the most educated, well-qualified, well-rounded candidate. And I'm willing to work hard and do what it takes. I put 1,000% into this race, and I've put a lot of time, energy, and money into this race. But now I'm asking you all, the community, to stand up with me, and let's make our voice heard. And the only way we can make our voice heard is by being at the decision-making table. Because as they say, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And when you're on the menu, you have no power and no authority. But what we need to have is individuals who are willing to work hard and speak on behalf of the community. But the truly way to understand what the issues of the community are is being in the community. None of my opponents are out in the community as I am, as even some of my opponents in other campaigns have said, you are the hardest working candidate we ever seen. And you are everywhere. That is not a strategy. That's who I am. That's my philosophy of life. My uncle, Father Dr. Gerard Jungis, was a human rights activist. Both sides of my family are religious leaders and politically active individuals. So it's in my blood. So it's not something new that I'm doing just because I'm a candidate being involved in my community. I do this because this is who I am. I'm of the community, for the community. I was born into the hands of the community. And that's why it's so important for me to make sure that I do my best to win this seat. Because I wouldn't be who I am today if it was not specifically for House District 108. If it was not specifically for the individuals within that district who have been alongside me, whether through my uncle efforts as he was fighting for immigration rights for minorities, especially the Haitian community, between the 1970s and up until his death in 2009. I've been doing this all my life, and it's nothing new for me. It's an everyday process, actually, for me. That's why I get encouraged and excited when I'm able to go out into the community and speak to people and find out what are their issues. How can we work together? From the time that I was a child, my parents would say, you really talk to everybody and anybody. Because I love people, and I have an intuitive mind. If I don't know something, I'll ask, or I'll go find that information. I'm a lifelong learner, and trust me, I'll be working for you. So once again, my name is Fayola Delica. I'm a candidate running for State Representative, House District 108. I look forward to counting on your vote August 30th, and my punch number is 53. Once again, if you don't vote, your voice has already been out there, because silence means that you agree. But if you do go out and vote, let your voice be heard proud and strong that you're supporting Fayola Delica for being the next state representative for House District 108. Know that I do all this hard work just for you. Yes, you. You, and all of you. I'm doing this work just for you. So August 30th, I look forward to seeing you all at the polls and in voting for me. Punch number 53. Now let's get to work. Let's make sure we make our voices heard. But most of all, let's advance our community for the sake of our children and many generations to come, that we truly can say we've done our work and we've left a legacy behind that would empower others to be engaged politically. I do approve this message. I keep telling you, I've always wanted to say that. So once again, you can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We do a video at least once a day. We're trying to do it 3 times a day, but it's not realistic all the time. So I promise to at least give you one video. And we look forward for you checking out our website, www.electfayoladelica.com. Our email address is electfayoladelica@gmail.com. Campaign number is 786-471-6018. Again, 786-471-6018. Looking to see you July 16th for our campaign meeting here in my headquarters, 166 Northeast 54th Street. Once again, 166 Northeast 54th Street in Miami. And also our fundraiser is July 22nd, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Happy hour. Yes, we said happy hour. So a happy hour in Midtown, Northeast 36th Street and Northeast 2nd Avenue. We will wait. We're still waiting on confirmation. It's not us, you guys. We're waiting for the location to say yes, it's a go. So once we get that in, you definitely will get the confirmed location of where it's taking place. But just get ready. Just put it on your calendar, 5 to 7 p.m. that Friday, July 22nd. You'll definitely be hanging out with Fayola Delica, your candidate, the people's choice, the people's hard worker, but most of all, an advocate for the people. You all take care. Be blessed. Now let me get back and try to go out in the community and let them know this girl is working hard. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Bye-bye.